Working as a nanny is a rewarding role that combines responsibility, patience, and care. Families who hire nannies are not only looking for someone to watch over their children, but also for someone who can help with their development, ensure safety, and provide a warm, nurturing environment. Because the role involves such trust, the interview process for a nanny position is often thorough. Parents want to ensure that the person they choose will care for their children as if they were their own. If you are preparing for a nanny interview, you can expect questions that cover your childcare experience, your approach to handling different situations, and your personality traits. Unlike many other jobs, nanny interviews also tend to focus on your values, communication style, and ability to connect with both children and parents. To help you prepare, this guide outlines some of the most common nanny interview questions, with sample answers and tips that will give you confidence for your next interview. Question 1. Why did you choose to become a nanny? Answer. I chose to become a nanny because I genuinely enjoy working with children and being part of their growth and development. I love creating fun, educational activities that support learning while also ensuring a safe and nurturing environment. For me, being a nanny is more than a job. It's a chance to make a positive impact on a child's life. Tip: show genuine passion for childcare. Families want to hear that you truly enjoy being with children. Question 2. What experience do you have caring for children? Answer. I have worked as a babysitter for several years and also as a part-time nanny for 2 families. In these roles, I cared for children ranging from infants to school-aged kids. My responsibilities included preparing meals, helping with homework, and organizing creative play. These experiences taught me how to adapt to children of different ages and personalities. Tip: be specific about the ages of children you've cared for and the responsibilities you've handled. Question 3. How would you handle a child having a tantrum? Answer. When a child has a tantrum, I stay calm and avoid raising my voice. I give them space if needed, but also reassure them with a calm tone. I try to identify the cause, whether it's tiredness, hunger, or frustration, and address it appropriately. Once they calm down, I talk to them gently about better ways to express their feelings. Tip: highlight patience, understanding, and positive discipline strategies. Question 4. How do you keep children engaged and entertained? Answer. I like to plan a mix of activities that are fun and educational. For example, I organize arts and crafts, story time, outdoor play, and age-appropriate games. I also tailor activities to the child's interests, whether they enjoy puzzles, sports, or music. My goal is to keep children active and stimulated while limiting excessive screen time. Tip: parents love to hear about creativity. Give examples of activities you enjoy doing with kids. Question 5. How do you handle safety and emergencies? Answer. I always keep safety as my top priority. I'm trained in CPR and first aid, and I know how to act quickly in case of an emergency. For example, if a child were to fall and get injured, I would remain calm, assess the situation, provide first aid if necessary, and immediately contact the parents. I also make sure to child-proof play areas and supervise children closely. Tip: mentions certifications like CPR or first aid. Safety awareness is one of the most important qualities for nannies. Question 6. How would you handle disagreements with parents about childcare decisions? Answer. I believe open communication is key. If I have a concern or suggestion, I would respectfully discuss it with the parents and explain my perspective. However, I understand that parents have the final say, and I would always follow their instructions while maintaining a positive and professional attitude. Tip: emphasize respect for parental authority and your willingness to communicate openly. Question 7. How do you approach discipline? Answer. I believe in positive discipline. Instead of punishment, I use redirection, consistent boundaries, and clear explanations. For example, if a child is acting out, I redirect them to a different activity and explain why their behavior is not acceptable. I believe children learn best when they feel supported and understood, not when they are punished harshly. Tip: families want a nanny who is firm but gentle. Avoid mentioning physical punishment. Question 8. How do you balance fun with responsibility? Answer. I make sure that children enjoy themselves while also learning and staying safe. For example, I might plan a fun baking activity, but I also use it to teach math by measuring ingredients. I ensure playtime is balanced with routines like homework, meals, and rest. Fun and responsibility can go hand in hand. Tip: show that you can provide structure while keeping the environment enjoyable. Question 9. Can you handle household tasks as well as childcare? Answer: yes, I understand that part of being a nanny can include light household duties such as preparing meals, tidying up play areas, or doing the children's laundry. I see these tasks as part of creating a safe and organized environment for the kids. Tip: be clear about what you are comfortable with. Families appreciate honesty about household duties. Question 10. How do you support children's emotional development? Answer: I support children's emotional development by encouraging them to express their feelings and validating those emotions. For instance, if a child is upset, I listen and reassure them. I also model positive behavior like kindness and patience, which helps them learn how to interact with others respectfully. Tip: emotional intelligence is key. Emphasize empathy and support. Question 11. How do you handle children of different ages at the same time? Answer: I plan age-appropriate activities for each child while also finding ways for them to play together. For example, if caring for a toddler and a school-aged child, I might set up a coloring activity for the younger child while helping the older one with homework. I supervise both while making sure each child feels included. Tip: flexibility and multitasking are important. Show that you can adapt. Question 12. What do you do if a child refuses to eat or follow routines? Answer: I try to understand why the child is refusing. Sometimes it's about taste, tiredness, or simply testing boundaries. I encourage them gently and make meal times fun by involving them in preparation or offering healthy choices. When it comes to routines like bedtime, I stay consistent and create a calm environment to help them settle. Tip: show patience and consistency. Parents want someone who won't give up easily. Question 13. How do you communicate with parents about the day? Answer: I keep parents updated by giving them a summary of the day, including meals, activities, naps, and any issues that came up. I also like to share positive moments, like something new the child learned or a funny story. This keeps parents informed and reassured. Tip: clear, consistent communication builds trust with families. Question 14. Where do you see yourself in the future as a nanny? Answer: I see myself continuing to work in childcare and building long-term relationships with families. I enjoy being part of children's lives and watching them grow. In the long term, I may also pursue additional training in early childhood education to expand my skills. Tip: show commitment. Parents want someone reliable and not just looking for a temporary job. Closing thoughts. A nanny interview is not just about proving your skills. It's about showing parents that they can trust you with the most important part of their lives, their children. While experience and knowledge matter, families also want to see warmth, patience, and reliability. By preparing thoughtful answers and demonstrating a genuine love for childcare, you can reassure parents that you are the right choice for their family. Always remember that being a nanny means more than supervision. It's about creating a safe, loving, and stimulating environment where children can thrive. If you highlight both your caregiving skills and your emotional connection to children, you'll leave a strong impression in your nanny interview.